My name is Olivia Bates, and I'm so excited to share with you what God has put on my heart today for this Wednesday word. I'm going to start with a story. So, I've been applying to colleges lately, and my college counselor gave me a values exercise where basically I looked at a sheet of 60 values. I circled my top 10, then my top 3, then my top 5, and then I wrote my number 1 value on the top of my paper. Now, if someone would have asked me to start rattling off my values without looking at any listed specifically, I would have tried to say all the Christian values I could think of: integrity, loyalty, love, humility, honesty. However, when I looked at the values on the sheet, there are things that stood out to me more. Embarrassingly enough, the value that beat out all the other values for me was efficiency. I had a good laugh about this. I mean, it's really funny, but it made me step back and wonder why exactly I chose what I did. How I would define efficiency is getting a lot of work done in a set amount of time, which is every student's dream. And that's really not the end goal in life. So after a lot of prayer and time to think and conversations with my mom, since she thought I was going absolutely insane, I came to realize that valuing efficiency isn't inherently bad as long as I don't turn it into an idol. This time of COVID has been a lot of different things to different people: stressful, scary, upsetting, isolating, depressing, or maybe it's really good for you if it's caused you to grow. However, I think that we can all agree that it's been nebulous, since none of us know when it will end. Instead of trusting God, I turned to the only tangible thing that I knew, which was the fact that I had a lot of work to do. That exercise showed me that since everything else was up in the air, I grounded myself in the one thing that I knew definitely. I think that the biggest lesson that God has taught me in this time is that I am not in control. One of my biggest faults is depending only on myself, which is one of the most basic definitions of sin, when we think we can do it without God. And it works for a while, otherwise it wouldn't be so tempting. But I hit my wall and crashed completely. I overworked myself and everything I knew faded away before my eyes. I've really challenged myself lately to trust God. He is the only one who knows when this pandemic will end, and He's the only source I can turn to for ultimate stability in this time of chaos. I encourage you all to do the same as well. Find what you value and see if you have placed your worth in it above God. For me, this was efficiency. Oh yeah, and my number 2 was productivity. Some of you can relate to this, but I know that there are things out there we can turn to, like comparison, status, image, and other resources of personal success. Some of these things aren't bad values to have. God made each of us with a unique skill set, and our actions are driven by our values. What I learned is that I can't do it without God. And in all seasons, whether I'm in a good place or a bad place or a peaceful place or a stressful place, that I need to place my trust in God because He is the one that will get me through all of these seasons. But in this season specifically, I have found it profoundly beneficial to look to God with all my questions and confusions. No one has all the answers about everything, and giving it to God has really helped me relieve my stress. A verse that has really comforted me in this time is Isaiah 26:3, which says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you." This has been my prayer, that I would be able to find peace by trusting God. And I pray that you would all be able to find rest in trusting God as well.
This has been Wednesday Word with the Free Methodist Church of Santa Barbara. We hope that you will join us for worship this week. Our home church video will be posted at 7 o'clock a.m. on our YouTube channel, and we will be meeting for worship under the tent in our upper parking lot at 9:30 a.m. We hope to see you there.